What's up, everybody? It's just Steve here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Chatting About Whatever. My all time friend and sometimes co host, Mumblebee, is in the house. What's up, my friend?
Hey, it's good to be here. Mumblebee here.
I already
It's
said
good to
your
be here.
name. They know what it is.
Same. Yeah. Oh, good point. Good point.
Hey, if you're
Good
so
point.
famous you gotta
But
name yourself twice, then
that's
you're
right.
on a good path.
That's right.
So, how are you,
That's
friend?
good. I'm doing pretty good today. How about you?
Well, after work, we made it through okay, I think.
Yeah, I did good.
Nothing too bad.
Yep. Yep.
So, this is a whatever kind of day. We don't got anything main topic. I mean, some topics, but nothing like major core thing. I got me a little list here of whatever stuff to chat about. So right off the bat, I think the biggest news coming out of the last few days is Sony throwing out an interview they did with let me see here. I think it's Wired. Is that it? Yes, Wired.com with Peter Rubin about what to expect from Sony's next gen PlayStation. Have
About
you
time.
read any of this, B? I know I told you to stay in the dark
Um.
so I can get your live reaction, but you couldn't help
Should,
yourself.
I'm sorry. Hey, when good news like this comes around, you gotta read up on it.
Right.
I haven't read a whole lot about it. Just a few things here and there.
Okay, so I ain't gonna read the whole article. It's kind of long, but if anyone
Yeah.
wants
Nor
to
did I.
go find it, just go wired.com/story/exclusive Sony next gen console or console. You'll find the whole article there, and it's by Peter Rubin, so shout out to him. But
Yeah.
some things right off the bat, I think his name's Cerny. Is his last name? He said that this is not like a PS4.5 like the Pro or whatever. It is indeed the next generation of the PlayStation system, if it's going to be called that. I mean, you're four strong. Why change now? I
True.
mean, you might as well keep it PlayStation. But he said it's going to be a completely new system. Don't expect it anywhere, anytime in 2019. They're thinking 2020 release. No price has been dropped. A lot of people are hoping 450 or less.
That's
Ooh.
not actually a bad price
Well,
to think about it.
given the upgrades and whatnot with all the tech,
Yeah, because
I,
there's going to
I,
be a lot of
I still won't
upgrades
go
there.
over 400, 450 because I mean, even nowadays, people can't afford that 9 times out of 10. Um, let's see here. The CPU is based on the third generation of AMD's Ryzen line and contains 8 cores of the company's new 7nm Zen 2 micro architectural. Sorry, like this is a lot of like mumbo jumbo of technology that I don't know. I'm all talk. I'm not like tech savvy. The GPU, a custom variety or variant of Raiden's Navi family will support ray tracing, a technique that models the travel of light to simulate complex interactions in 3D environments. While ray tracing is a staple of Hollywood visual effects and is beginning to warm its way into high-end processors, and NVIDIA's recently announced RTX line, no game console has been able to manage it yet. That's pretty high
Oof.
tech right there. So I mean, Sony's going
Yeah, you're
all in
not
with it.
kidding. That's
But
good to see, though.
the number one, or one of number one things that I saw that stood out was absolutely it's going to be backward compatible with at least the
Yes.
PS4. There's been long time rumors and whatnot that might go even farther back to PS3, PS2, and even PS1. But if they can pull that out of the bag, then I'm day one
Oh,
pre-ordering
yeah.
that bad boy. Because I mean, think about the possibility to be able to stream a PS1 game without having all these awkward hookups and complications of just trying to get your game to work right when you're trying to record it. If you can do it
Yeah,
all
which can be
from
frustrating.
yeah, if you can do it from one system, then heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then another thing stood out, which was amazing, and he did this in person. So the guy writing the article did see this live. He put Spider-Man that just came out last year. Amazing game. Please go play it if you haven't. He had it playing on PS4 Pro, and he did the fast travel system. It took 15 seconds of loading to get Spider-Man to the spot that he clicked for his fast location path. He put the same game on a device kit that will eventually be the PS5, and I kid you not, it took 0.8 seconds to load.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That's pretty fascinating.
So from
I'm not
this,
gonna lie.
literally from the second he clicked, fast location here, like a blink of an eye, he was already there.
That's good.
Now,
I got
granted,
tired of
some
that.
people were saying that it's a PS4 game, which doesn't take as much tech and stuff to run as a PS5 game will take. But still, 14.5 second difference on a loading screen is mind blowing for me anyway.
That's pretty phenomenal.
He
Because you know
said,
how much we. Oh, sorry.
"Well, go ahead,
You know
buddy."
how much. You know how much we all hate load screens and stuff.
Well, I don't mind
And,
sometimes when I make them interactive. Because
yeah, that's actually pretty nice.
back in the day, there was a test drive game. I don't know if anyone might remember that series of games, but when it was loading, you actually play Pong on the
Wait, are you
loading screen.
serious?
Yeah,
That's
I had
awesome.
a really good friend. It wasn't in a mean way, but we called him Fat Matt. He spent more
That's
time
awesome.
playing Pong than he was letting us play the actual game. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting good at this." I'm like, "Dude, quit it! Like, get the controller back."
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh,
for the
that's
most
awesome.
part, some games are just ridiculously long loading screens.
Division 2. Division 2.
Yeah, Division Two, even on
That's terrible.
the fast travel can be something fierce.
Mm-hmm.
They said that the current PlayStation VR will work on the PS5. When asked if there's going to be a next gen one, he said, "I won't go into details of our VR strategy today, beyond saying that VR is very important to us and that the current PSVR headset is compatible with the new console."
Ooh.
So going forward, they're all in on the virtual reality side of things, but they're not ready to talk about it. It's going to be physical. They're not going all digital or anything, which thank God, because I'm all about having a physical copy of a game. I know other
Same here.
people are like, "Oh no, digital man, you ain't gotta worry about CDs and all that." But I like seeing my collection.
Same
I
here.
like showing it off. I'm like, "Hey, see, I got this game and this game and this game." Like right now, I'm looking at Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 7, Spider-Man, and Fallout 76. That's
Jeez.
just the games on my desktop that I can see. Not computer desktop, but my actual desk. On top
Ooh.
of my desk. That's what I see. Let's see here. Just kind of looking over things. It will now have a SSD in it, a solid
Mm-hmm.
state drive. That's only been in laptops, but the Xbox One and PS4 both offer external SSDs that claim to improve load times, but not all SSDs are created alike. As Cerny points out, I have a SSD in my laptop, but when I want to change from Excel to Word, I can wait 15 seconds. So the SSD is what's going to help it go from 15 seconds to like zero point 0.8. And this I don't understand because I literally just got a 4K TV, and 99% of people I talk to don't have a 4K TV yet. And apparently the PS5 will support 8K graphics. Now I'm thinking you might be looking too far ahead on that one because I don't know anyone besides the extremely rich and bored people would have a 8K TV.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Well, it'd be awesome, but
Little over excessive.
sorry I had to quench my thirst there.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
Stay hydrated, my
some
friends.
people were complaining because most of this stuff was like tech talk. However, I'd prefer they get all this stuff out of the way instead of taking up time at like a PlayStation Live event or whatever it is that they do this year because it's not doing E3. But when the
Hmm.
PS4 came out, when they came out to talk about it at E3, like 75% of it was tech talk, and no gamers really in the audience was all like, "That's what I was looking forward to." I mean, excuse me, as long as it works, I don't care what's in it.
Exactly.
But yeah, once again, it's over at wired.com. So if you guys want to look in depth at the article, it's probably like a 5, maybe 10 minute read. But interesting nonetheless. So we're definitely jumping into the new age of gaming. um,
Pretty
so
much.
unfortunately, for those of you who might not have heard, Notre Dame, depending on how you say it, caught on fire. Either was it yesterday or the day before? I believe it was yesterday.
I think it was a day.
Uh,
It was,
my days
yeah. It was,
blending together.
I know, right?
Hope no one was hurt, but a large amount of the structure was damaged. And one of the rumors I heard was it was from them trying to repair something, and something went wrong.
Hmm.
And you may be asking, is this video game related? Well, once again, I will state that we talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be always games. However, this does have a video game connection. And the video game, Assassin's Creed Unity, which on a side note is free right now on the Ubisoft store or Uplay. So if you haven't played it before, you want a free game, go grab it up. But in that game, there is Notre Dame, and from what I've read, the people that made the game took a year, one whole year, to make sure Notre Dame was built correctly in game. They went over there, they took pictures, they designed it on the computer, they walked through it and did multiple tours, like the whole nine. They're going to try to use what they have to help the people rebuild what was damaged in the fire for Notre Dame. And from what Mumblebee told me, he saw it on a website. Can't tell you what it was or
I don't
completely
remember what it was
confirm
from the
it.
top.
But apparently, Ubisoft is even donating
Wait,
$500,000 to help
James,
repair Notre Dame.
that is awesome. I mean, they're pouring in the money on this too. I mean,
Yeah.
there's such historical value with it, and I
Oh,
think that's
for
why
centuries,
a
man.
lot of
It's
people.
like,
Oh, centuries, yeah, centuries. Oh, it was actually GameSpot that I saw it
okay, well,
on.
there you guys go. If you want to see, make sure that's confirmed. I mean, we won't lie to you.
Yeah,
We may question our sanity, but don't question our truth. But
and I think it's, oh,
no, go
I
ahead,
think
man.
it's awesome that they're actually able to look into this, like back in the Assassin's Creed Unity, and be able to possibly rebuild this
Yeah.
like to its former
And
glory.
for any people, it's like video games are stupid. Tell them that.
Yeah,
By
I
all means,
mean,
go
think
over
about
there and
it.
tell them like video games are stupid. And then once Notre Dame gets rebuilt, if possible, they can laugh in your face just like we do.
Exactly. It's it's
and,
remarkable that they were able to do this.
and Ubisoft
And
or
you were,
Ubisoft.
yeah, something like
I'll
that.
call it Ubi. I've heard people say Ubi. I'll call it
Ubi.
Ubi. But
I think it was Ubi.
anyway, don't let's not get into
Yeah.
that.
Anyways,
That's right.
yeah, that's a different topic
They're
right
a
there.
good company anyway. Like I've never really heard anything bad about Ubisoft. And the fact
Hmm.
without batting an eye, they're willing to drop $500,000 to
Yeah.
help like one of the most famous, places in the world. You know, I know a certain hunchback would be happy. Eh?
Ah,
Eh?
there's the joke.
Eh?
There's the joke in there.
So, B, what are you
Yes.
playing lately?
Recently I've been playing a lot of Division 2, especially with my brother and friends.
I couldn't tell by
Um,
my PS4 feed.
right. Yeah, I probably have put a lot on that. Just hit end game a while ago, and I think I'm on World Tier 2 right now, so
Ooh.
starting to get a little rough, but it's definitely like the end game changes it completely. It's amazing.
Now, we had planned on doing a podcast with myself, Mumblebee, some guy named Nick, and a few other people that's on our Discord to discuss how we felt about Division 2 a month out. However, there's been complications, and real life always rears its ugly head in the worst possible moments. so we weren't able to get that together. So this is not a full-on review, but I wanted to get
Nah.
B's thoughts on it because he has been playing a ton of it. I've been playing it,
Oh yeah.
but I'm more of a slow burner. Like I won't even reach end game until like 3 months from now.
Yeah, it took about a month for me. So,
But
but
like I say, if you can see my PS4 feed, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that.
unlock this, unlock that, unlock that.
Well, on the subject, if you want to throw out your PS4
Hmm.
name and stuff, people can jump on and play with you if you happen to have Division 2 for the PS4.
Actually, I have recently changed it because the whole new. If you guys have not noticed yet, the PS4 has came out with the name change, which is awesome. About time, I gotta say. It is XLV if you guys want to play. I am always down to play.
There you go.
So
I'm
there's the
just
open invite.
Steve0615 as always. On a side
Steve.
note, be careful with that PlayStation name change because if you have games saved on your hard drive under that name before April 2017, some of them are subject to be corrupted.
Hmm.
So if you change your name, you might lose everything that you had with that game.
Oof. I may have to look into that. But I was hearing that too.
I heard like the
They had a whole
number. Oh, go
list,
ahead.
but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, the list. I did hear like the one of
Yeah,
the number
there's
ones was everybody's golf.
everybody's golf.
Hey!
That's
Hey!
awesome.
I just bought that game a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago from myself
yes,
and my nephew, and that game is freaking fun. All right. All I'm mad at, he's 10 years old and he got hole in one before I did.
what?
Yeah. So Tiger Woods, eat your heart out.
Yeah, right.
By the way,
Kid just went off
congrats
you.
to Tiger Woods. Holy crap. 43 years old. Been doing god awful in golf, back problems, personal problems, the whole nine. Comes back and wins the
Ah,
2019 Masters. That's
dang.
the top tier of like golfing.
It's
And
pretty impressive,
yeah, and
especially like you said,
if you
fall
guys
back.
can find it, go on to Twitter or anywhere like that. And there's a awesome video of him looking at a tablet and showing all these people I was talking crap about him, saying he's a loser. He's been retired for 6 years. He only comes to tournaments to show off his name and all this kind of stuff. He's never gonna win another tournament. He's never gonna win another game of golf. He should go home and sit down. At the end of the video, he just looks up and laughs. I'm like, that's so awesome.
That
Like
is.
everyone has a right to make a comeback, you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't hold that against anybody, even Tiger Woods. I mean, the dude started in 1997, and 22 years later, he's still doing it. It's quite
Which is
insane.
still. That is.
So, me. I'm playing everything.
Everything.
uh,
Nah, it's pretty much.
I
Pretty much
will,
all I've been playing.
I will give out a very hard truth of mine, true
Oh,
story. Don't hold it against me, please, 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 please.
okay.
I'm madly in love with Final Fantasy. I love every Final Fantasy there is, every Final Fantasy there will be. But I am here to say that I've only actually beaten two out of the 15 mainstream Final Fantasy games.
Okay, I don't feel so bad now.
I've beaten 10, I've beaten 15.
I think I've only beat 7 and 8.
Now I've beaten 7. However, I played forever. I lost the game save and everything, and then I bought the game from someone else. And only the fourth disc of his game would work, so I picked up where he left off, and I beat his game. So
Hmm.
recently, Final Fantasy VII came out on the Switch. I was streaming it, and I have more about my streaming toward the end of the show because I've changed it up once again. Sorry, but I've had it for maybe like 2 weeks, and I already got 20 something hours in.
Jeez.
Just playing the crap out of it. I mean, the Switch is
Eh?
just perfect for like RPGs because you can literally pick it up, play for a few minutes, save on the overworld map, whatever, put your Switch back down, go eat dinner, come back, run a dungeon, save, put it back down. I play it before I go to bed, when I got free time, sit on the couch when my wife's watching a TV show or something, because when it's portable, you can still talk to your friends, family, whatever, but you can go wherever you want with your Switch, so it's definitely a plus. I've been playing the crap out of that. I'm recording all the time for Final Fantasy VI on our YouTube channel or whatever entertainment. I've hit
Yeah.
the 30 video mark. I have 30 videos of Final Fantasy VI playthrough.
Oh, nice.
I'm in the side quest portion of it. I can go fight the final dungeon and boss if I want to, but I've been going around doing all kinds of side stuff. Mr. Magic Master there is freaking destroying me. I don't like it. Once you get up to one of those like 27th or 28th video, you'll see me struggle the hardest I ever have in that game up to that point. I could have
Oh
left it
my
out
gosh.
and could have tried it over, but I was willing to let the audience see me get wrecked.
Yeah, you gotta have that in there
And a
though.
boss fight like 4 times straight in a half-hour period.
Honestly, I'd rather see that happen
I
than
guess,
somebody try to make it look perfect.
right, I've always said I'm not a perfect gamer. I'm not the best
No, we're not.
gamer. I'm just an
Nobody is.
average guy that just loves games. So
Same here.
I die all the time. I get caught all the time. I cheat sometimes. I cut corners.
Who has it?
I'm just a normal gamer.
Exactly.
And then been playing Assassin's Creed 2 because I got the Ezio collection, the
It's
remastered version of it. I'm like
that was
halfway through that.
so far what I played. I think that's probably my personal favorite right now. Is the
It's
second
a
one.
really good game. And then
Oh
here
yeah.
and there, I jump on and play Borderlands for a minute, or I
Ah,
play
yes.
everybody's golf because you can do 18 holes in like 15 minutes, and I just set it back down. Then the kind of games I like where you can pick up, play for like 10, 15 minutes, put it back down, and you're not in a rush to beat it, but it's always there if you just want a quick game or something.
Yeah.
But
It's always nice.
next week, can't wait because Mortal Kombat 11 drops.
Ooh.
That's gonna be amazing. And then Avengers Endgame comes out, and I swear on my life, if anyone spoils that for me, I will hunt you down and I will hurt you
Same
with
here.
Thor's hammer.
I will too. I will find Thor's hammer, and I will
And
smite you all.
I will smite you. Almighty Thor, God of
Right?
lightning, because I don't know how he's God of thunder, because I never see thunder, I just see the lightning.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I don't know if they misinterpreted that or
Alright.
yeah, he's got to be lightning.
But I'm not one of the crazy people that try to get a
Smite.
ticket on pre-sale, so I'm just gonna wait a couple of days and try to go to an early showing, or maybe it's only 95% packed and not 110% packed. I thought about going one day after work because me and B we both go off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
There's a theater 1 block down from our store, but if I go without the family, they might smite me with a hammer because everyone in my family is looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
But I told my wife, who unfortunately has a version of sleep apnea, and I know you go through this too, B, or you used to,
Mhm.
but you've found ways to work around it, thankfully. But she can barely get through a 2.5 hour movie. This movie's got to be 3 hours and 1 minute long. And that's
Man.
without credits and everything. That's just movie.
Pull it through.
So I was like, babe, I love you, but bring a pillow. Bring a big bag of
Take a
popcorn.
seat. Oh, you gotta have the popcorn.
Put an
You
energy
have
drink
to
in
have the
your
popcorn.
purse, whatever it takes, because I'm not gonna stop and be like, you wait, because I'm gonna be completely focused for 3 hours and 1 minute and 22 seconds and 0.4 milliseconds of everything going on in that dang screen. Because
You gotta go to the bathroom. You better be holding it.
I mean, bring a catheter. I don't know.
Exactly. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes.
Exactly. As the Avenger says, whatever it takes.
That's right.
Because I've been invested since Iron Man came out in 2008. I was there day
Oh
one
man.
and watched it. I watched every single one except for Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I plan on watching this weekend. That's the
Yeah, I haven't
last
seen
one I
that one
gotta
either.
watch, but it's on Netflix, so it's not gonna be hard at all to watch.
Nah.
But if you hear any noise in the background, my niece and stepson are leaving. So no, that happens. But
Yeah.
no biggie about that.
Yeah, no big deal.
But speaking of which,
Hmm.
they keep on talking and hinting at this Avengers game that's being made.
Wait, what?
It was like last year's E3. They just you heard some sounds, and then you saw like the logo for it. And everyone's like,
Oh,
"Oh!" But you've heard nothing since.
oh, jeez.
Uh,
How could
uh,
why tease it and then not show?
have you ever been or seen an
Huh?
E3? B? I mean, that's all they do
Have
is
I
tease
been to?
stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? Still, should have came up with something by now.
Oh, speaking of which,
Hmm.
Marvel Alliance 3, the Black Order, I think it's called, is a Switch
Ooh.
exclusive. I'm pretty sure it comes out in June. You can have 4-player local co-op and online.
Ooh.
So hey, if anybody wants to jump on with that bad boy, I might buy it so we can all play it together.
There
Just
you
throwing
go.
it out there because that sounds like it'd be hella fun.
It does. Gosh, I've never played the first one. Ooh.
I beat the
Good
first
times.
one, didn't beat the second one.
Me and my brother played that a lot back in the day.
I played, what was
Oh,
it, X-Men Legends. Do you remember that game?
X-Men Legends. I don't think I've ever played that
It was
one.
before Marvel Alliance, but it played
Hmm.
just like it, but it was all X-Men.
Huh.
Oh, it was super
That's kind of cool.
fun, dude. If you can go back and find it, it's a PS2 game. I was
Shoot, man.
Nightcrawler, dude.
Nightcrawler.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
Nightcrawler was a beast.
yeah. Nightcrawler was pretty cool
That
character
or
in
dude,
general.
Colossus and Wolverine's fastball.
Combo.
Do you even know what the fastball is, B?
No idea.
Colossus being super strong would pick up Wolverine
Yeah.
and throw him like a fastball, and then Wolverine would stretch out with his blades out and stab into
Dude.
somebody.
That's freaking
And they call it the
awesome.
fastball special.
Fastball
Because
special.
if you watch X-Men uh, 3, what was
Yeah.
that? Last Stand, the worst one out of the bunch, but
The worst one.
it was horrible. If you watch that, he even tells Colossus like, "Hey, big guy, can you give me a throw?" And he spins and throws him. And it's like, "Oh, fastball
Oh,
special."
that's awesome. So a little Easter egg there.
Yeah, yeah. So going on to what I'd like to call our main topic that I sprung on
Topic
B
of
out
the
of
day.
nowhere.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
uh,
Oof.
I like people to get to know us on a not a complete personal level, but who we are, what we
Mhm.
like to do in the gaming world. So this main topic is called Mumblebee's life in gaming. So I'm just gonna ask him a few
Interesting.
questions. He didn't know this was coming because I always, always, always love a live reaction. Shoot from the
You always
hip.
got to throw something off.
And I don't like having anything scripted. I feel like it makes it fake. I
Yeah,
want
I
I
agree.
don't want you to have to think 2 hours about an answer. I just like to hear your thoughts right then, boom, thoughts to mouth to ears, if you will.
Yes. Mhm.
So, B,
Yes.
my gamer friend,
Yes.
what what would you say was the beginning of your gaming life? Like, what do you remember playing first, or how did you
Oh
get introduced to games in general?
boy, I really don't know how I got introduced to it. I do remember what my very first console was. My first console, believe it or not, was the Atari, the legendary Atari.
Was it 2600?
Sure.
There was a few different versions
And
then.
I remember some. I think it was the original one, whatever that one was. I don't remember.
We'll just call it
Uh,
Atari for now.
yeah, we're just gonna call it that. Anyways, so going on, I remember playing like games like Pong. I mean, who hasn't played Pong? Such a great game.
My friend Fat Matt.
It was I know, it was like the most simple game, but it was like I don't know, it's mind blowing just because it's just like whoop. Anyways, if you don't know what it is, check it out, man. Um that was pretty much the start of my gaming career right there. What some other ones I remember playing? Pitfall. That was a classic one. That
Dang
was like an
vines.
endless. Yeah, had those alligators, crocodiles, whatever they were.
The things that beat you in the
Um,
butt.
yeah, I remember. I mean, it was like an endless, running kind of game, but it was still there's something always that threw you off. What were some other ones I remember? Of course, the classic Pac-Man and stuff like that. And then from there, I upgraded to the Nintendo.
Ooh.
And yeah, fancy, huh? Um, the biggest thing I can remember playing, and I believe probably everyone has at some point that's back in that time era has played, was the Mario Brothers game, the original like first one. Uh, Played that a lot, a lot. Beat it several times, and of course, when you find out the little cool, world cheats and stuff, and then you try to see how fast you can run through it, speed run through it and stuff. Another one I liked too was the Super Mario World 3. Shoot, not Super Mario World. Sorry. Um, Super Mario Brothers 3. That was a really good one.
That's like one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Big Land, World 4.
Yes. Freaking loved it.
That's bad. I can remember all the lands and what they were.
Right. That's when you know you played it a lot.
Hey man, World 7 can suck it. All right.
Oh yes.
Freaking Pipe World or whatever you wanted to call it.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
It was. Another big one I played was The Legend of Zelda, the first one, not the second one. I haven't played the second one through, but that one was really fun. I think that's what kind of what's the word I'm looking? How am I gonna phrase this? That's what started a lot of the career for liking the Zelda games from there.
Your life into the life of Zelda.
Yes, The Legend of Zelda. Yes, it's always been one of my favorites, top favorites. And there was always that little cheat code you could use to get to the next, like the next. It's like Let me see. For an instance, it's like the and when you played the Ocarina, they had the Master's Quest. It was pretty much like that version of it. There was always a cheat code. You'd type your name in as Zelda, and you'd go to the second world.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was like a higher difficulty or something like that.
Yeah, it's like when you named your character.
Yeah, you named it Zelda, and then I think it rearranged the dungeons as well.
Yeah, it rearranged them and stuff. Made them harder. Like the Stalefuls had the little laser beams and stuff. Laser beam swords. Yeah, good times. They always look like gingerbread man, but
so it sounds like you had a pretty good start to your life in gaming.
Well, then eventually, upgraded to like Super Nintendo, and then like
progressive, like we all did.
Yeah.
What would you say got you like totally hooked? Like a game that you had to keep going back and playing until you beat it, and then you beat it again and again and again. Like,
oh man,
like
there's so many.
Like whenever someone says like, "Man, what's that game that you can never stop playing?" What do you think comes to mind?
There's actually quite a bit. Are we talking like classic, modern?
Anything comes to mind, buddy. Shoot from the hip. Gun to your head. What do you got? What do you got, man?
What do I get? I know this is one that I did beat a lot, and I still do this to this day. Is probably the Ocarina of Time. I just freaking loved it. I don't know why.
I would never hate you for that.
So good. It was so good. I mean, another one I'd like to go through that I thought was pretty cool too was Majora's. That one was pretty cool too.
I've only beaten that one once all the way through with a guide. It was creeped me out.
Oh yeah, because that water temple one, I forget what it was called. Great something Bay or something like that. Great Sea or something.
Yeah.
Great Bay maybe.
But, I mean, you got the rocket guitar with a Zora, so I mean,
oh yeah,
it's not all bad.
That was awesome right there. But the main thing of that one, I still have to go through it completely but I actually started playing it when my friend's like, dude, can you beat this? He's like, I cannot get past this water level. So, after a couple times, trial and error, more trial and error.
Dude, the water temple from Ocarina of Time is nothing to joke about.
Yes.
Iron boots and everything else just to get through that sucker.
And there was always one area that always got me though, and it was it's when you raise the water level up to the second floor, and there's that platform. It raises up, and there's a secret room down there.
Yeah, you had to go up. You had to go under and drop.
I always missed that. Always missed it. But that was another hard one too. But one thing that got me too, when they did the 3D for the 3DS, they made the water temple way too simple. It
Oh,
basically
they
was like a
dumbed it
layout
down?
guide. Oh yeah, they dumped it down. They're like, they had some kind of highlight. They highlighted the area, be like, okay, you need to go here,
Oh
and it like
man, don't ruin
literally
it.
went, yeah. So I was kind of bummed about that. I mean, other than that, I thought it was pretty good. But some other ones, um, without and you know me, Steve, I have to go with the Mass Effect series.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to
Absolutely.
come.
No matter how many times I've something, there's always something new I either find or there's just so many options you can do. Like you can go through the game with every different class. I haven't done them all yet, but I've only done the Sentinel, Infiltrator. I think I tinkered around with a soldier a little bit. Never beat it with him, but that was another good one that I always enjoyed.
And Mass
Um,
Effect will always be on my like top just for the in-depth story
yeah,
because I would say every day for the rest of my life I will always pick a single player in-depth story driven game
Mhm.
over any kind of multiplayer shooter or adventure platformer or whatever. I'm all
I'm the
about
same
like the
way.
story. So a Mass Effect, three different games took you like 200 hours plus to beat completely. I mean,
Oh
you
man,
could
some of those
play
took me
20
for.
different ways to Sunday.
Oh yeah, some of them took me forever. I probably
I'm
dropped
not gonna
like
lie, it took me forever to
40,
beat the
50
third one.
hours.
Cause I just kept on
Mhm.
restarting because I just wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah, I think the third one was a little more choppier. I think I don't know if it felt kind of rushed a little bit, maybe,
Uh,
but I know it was all coming to an end, and not saying it's bad. Not like I hate to say it, but Andromeda,
right. I own that
yeah.
game and I am like 40% through.
Where did I leave off? I think I was like 50 something or near 60.
I mean,
So it's
believe you me, I will beat it one day.
yeah, same here. One of these days I will beat it. I don't know when, but I mean there are some concepts I did like in it though. I mean the jetpack was kind of cool. I'll give them that. It added with it helped with mobility, like getting across the map quicker. It did help like combat. It felt a little more fluent, the combat in a way, because you could dodge it. I could dodge over here and get into cover, or you can use it evasively. So, I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts are on that. It's what it is. um,
Mumblebee's rambling thoughts.
yeah, mumbling, rambling. What's some other ones that I'm trying to think?
You ain't gotta name them anybody. I mean,
Yeah, I mean those are some of the just some right there.
okay, so we're gonna flip it here. What would you
Oh,
say is your worst experience ever since you've been gaming?
worst
Be
experience.
it like a crap game, or it was too hard, or you was really hyped for it and it wound up sucking and just like destroyed your like hype for it, if you will.
The worst. Oh gosh, the worst possible map, like the worst built map ever was the Friday the 13th game on like NES.
Dude,
That was
I
the
don't want to talk
worst
about that game.
map ever.
Like that whole game in general was
You're going
crap.
left. You're going left. Wait, no, you're going right.
You have a
Just try
stone.
to,
You can throw it.
yeah,
Oh, there's
it's super
Jason. You're
effective.
gonna die.
Right? That was probably that was such a frustrating game for me.
I love how if you ever found Jason's mom, her head would become like Medusa
Hmm.
and fly around the screen.
Yeah, I
I was
just
like, this makes no
floated
sense.
around.
I don't
What
know if
else?
anyone's ever legit beat that game. Holy crap, it was so
Yeah,
bad.
that was a rough game. I don't think I ever actually beat it.
I'll tell
Trying to think.
you, one of mine,
Yeah, go ahead.
if you want to go old school, like worst games ever, was Ghost and Goblins.
Oh yes, yes,
I hated that game
that
so
was
much.
brutal. That game was brutal.
I got like 1-3.
Right?
I mean,
It's like rage
you get
inducing.
hit twice, you're dead. You got 3 lives.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, once your
so
armor
bad.
broke, you were screwed.
Yeah, you sneeze and boxers hit the ground, you're dead.
Oh, those are good times. I
It
mean, they're all. It
was the
was a
worst
fun
of
game.
times. It
Just
was the best of times.
yeah. I mean, it was a fun game overall. I'll give it that. But man, it's just like you said, like I was saying, you bust the armor off, you sneeze on them, like you said, boom, you're dead. You stare at them, you're dead.
Don't do it. Don't look at them.
Right? I try to think of some other ones that were. Uh oh, another disappointment, man. I was super hyped on when the playable teaser for the Silent Hills. I
PT.
was super PT. I was so thrilled about that when I first seen it. I mean, it literally that was a game that actually scared the living crap out of me. Poo. There you go.
Honest
That
Abe
sounds
over
better.
here. I never got a chance to play it. I've seen people play it, but I never
Oh
experienced it
man,
for myself. But I heard to this day people have it saved on the PS4 because
I
they never
actually
want to get rid of it.
I am one of those that still have it on my PC or PS4 right now. Um, it was actually pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I jumped quite a bit of times, and I do. That's another series. That I could play through. I don't go back on another subject here, but back on that, Silent Hill 2 was probably another one that I absolutely loved. I could play through that game how many different times.
So now you and one of the lovely ladies on our Discord, Buttons, sometimes
Ah,
known as
yes.
Skittles, you guys could definitely do a podcast together just about your Silent Hill experiences. Because if you guys ever get on our
We totally
Discord
could.
and watch these two talk, you could write a book about the
Oh,
discussion just
easily.
about Silent Hill 2.
And it's phenomenal to me because it's not your normal like horror games. Like,
It's
it's
purely
more
psychological.
psychological.
Yeah, see?
Yes, and I love psychological. You finished my word right there, sentence.
I do like on a deeper level that four different people can have four different interpretations of the game. And they all could be
Mhm.
right.
Oh yeah.
Because after you guys were talking about it, I found the YouTube channel I was telling you about. It's called the True Silent Hill Experience. I think it's what it's called. They
Yeah,
go
I
in
think that
depth
was it.
about it, and I
Oh yeah.
also read up on like different like articles and whatnot, and like there's so much in depth about it's. I mean, I'm not going to spoilers or whatever, but it definitely peeled back like an onion about all this different stuff that you could take from every scene. Every enemy meant something. Stuff you read on
Yeah.
the wall, every little thing you could break down. And the directors and people that made it were like, all this is true. It's like, no
Oh
matter
yeah.
how you look at it, whatever you take away from it, it could be it. That could be the truth.
It like you said, even the monsters and everything, they had some way of interacting or symbolism. There it is. They had some uh okay. You know what I'm talking about, symbolism. There was some symbolism to the character in general that was cool. I found that very interesting. Um I try to think of one from the top of my head.
Even like the visuals, like the fog and the lighting, and just
Yeah.
like even the design of the areas around you would like describe like what you could be feeling at that moment.
Hmm.
Be it like the walls are on fire or everything's like burnt away and it's dark and wet, and even the bowling alley was creepy.
Oh, that bowling alley, yes. Him and his pizza.
Speaking of buttons, she's
Eddie's pizza.
playing the amazing, my second favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy X.
Ooh.
I don't think she has a Switch.
Not
I think
sure on
she
that,
does. She's
actually.
like PC Master Race.
PC elitist.
I'm a fan of all things, so you can call me
Yeah.
Game Master
The jack
Race.
of all trades. The jack of all trades. Master of none. I like a little bit of everything. I'm not just a specific console or like I'm not like pro PS4, pro Xbox, pro PC, I like a little bit
It's
of
all
all of
about
them.
the PS4, B.
Actually, it is, yes.
It's all about the PS4.
I agree. Yes.
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 Well, love of all game consoles.
Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a couple things on the Xbox I do enjoy, though.
I used to rock
Like,
an Xbox 360 and a PS3 and a Wii, so I mean,
yeah, I still got those.
it's just that one, I ran out of money to
Oh
combat
yeah.
all of it, and really the Xbox, the only thing I'd really play with anyone else was Halo,
Yes.
and
Halo.
any game that I played that wasn't multiplayer, I could get on PS3 as well. So I was like, I don't see the point of having both systems.
Yeah.
And then nowadays, almost everything's available on the PC, and if it's on the Xbox, it's on PC. So
Yeah, that's true though.
I got my game PC now, and I got my PS4, and I got a Switch. So I think I'm good for the moment.
You're all set.
But we got a few minutes to spare, so I said that we could throw this in whenever. But the rise of Skywalker.
Whoop, whoop.
What kind of name is that? I don't know, but I'm still hyped.
Oh yes. I mean, this is going to be the end of the saga, but ooh,
I mean,
it's going to be a good one.
but Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back,
Yes.
The Last Jedi,
Return Jedi.
and Attack of the Clones. Rise of Skywalker. I've never really let the names determine how I feel about a movie. And I'm the kind of person that can find the good in everything. So a million people can crap all over The Last Jedi. They can say it was a horrible movie, that they ruined everyone's story. I liked it. Okay, there was parts in it that sucked. Yeah. But I'm not going to let that ruin the whole experience for me. And just watching this trailer alone, if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. It's freaking amazing to me.
It is.
It's got me hyped enough already. You know.
Same here.
And go out of your way. You can find him on Twitter. He's at the Eric Butt. Might be an S on the end there. He's the same thing on YouTube. It's this wonderful guy. I showed this video the B here to other people. He does a reaction to the trailer, and you would think it's a 5-year-old, opening up his first Christmas present ever or something. He's crying, he's laughing, he's all over the place, but it's so freaking amazing. I loved every second of it. I wish we could all be this passionate. And unfortunately, there were some haters out there that wanted to trash all over him just because he loved something. However, ha on you, because Luke Skywalker himself tagged him in a tweet and said, I wish, people had passion like yours, and he said, it reminds me why we do this. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan and you get a freaking direct tweet from Luke himself, you've hit the pay dirt, buddy.
You have. I mean, I don't even know. I
even went out of my way to invite this man to be on our podcast to talk Star Wars. So hopefully
I would talk Star Wars with this guy.
So hopefully he responds, because I mean, I don't show a lot of emotion on like a, cry about something, or I'm just kind of stone cold about that kind of stuff. However, when I'm truly in love with something, be it a video game, wrestling, football, whatever, I do not mind getting a little teary-eyed. I don't mind yelling out loud. Like, it sounds crazy, but when I went to go watch The Dark Knight Rises, like, I am in love with Batman, but to be able to see in live action him get broken by Bane was amazing. I jumped out of my seat in the theater. I was like, he did it! He broke the Bat's back! I mean, I was all over it, okay? It was freaking amazing.
And I'll be honest, I wish there was more people like that,
Right.
that take the pride in the something like that.
And like I said,
I think he's a true fan, man.
Yeah, he was not fake at all.
Very true fan.
Please go find this video, because I mean, it's just the greatest reaction ever. He's happy, he's excited, he's scared, he's like shocked.
And like, just it's
all in the span of a minute and a half. Yeah, like he loved the desert because it was shot well, which is great.
He said, didn't he say it was beautiful?
Yeah, because even Kevin Smith, Silent Bob himself, reviewed the trailer, and he was saying the exact same stuff that this guy was saying. He's like, it's a beautiful shot, opens up on the desert, you don't know what's going on. Then you hear the sound of the TIE fighter. It's like, she's about to get run down. Is he going to shoot her? What's going on? And all of a sudden, she does a freaking crazy backflip with a freaking lightsaber.
That was awesome.
You get to see Lando. You get to see the Death Star. You get to see Leia one more time. I mean, you hear the Emperor's laugh. I mean, what's there not to like?
Exactly. And that, like, mind blow. The Emperor part.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shoot, this guy's actually coming back.
Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you this, and I'm not going to tell you here now since we're in the midst of
Yeah,
it.
you were saying something about that.
If you ever read the Extended Universe comic books and like actual novels, the Emperor was able to essentially take his like force ghost, if you will, his soul, and transport it to a clone of himself. So he's able to bounce from body to body and extend his life all the way up until after the Return of the Jedi. And he came back, and it was called Dark Legacy, I want to say was the name of the comic series. So I'm thinking that if he does fully come back, they could pull that in from the novels and use that as a plot device. And I just saw in an article today that the overall understanding since The Force Awakens came out was they was always going to bring Palpatine back. Like he was always going to be a behind the scenes puppet master of everything going on, because if you have a Skywalker involved, you had Palpatine involved. Because when Anakin, it was the Emperor before he became the Emperor. During A New Hope and everything, it was Luke dealing with him. And now you can say, like, if Rey happens to be a Skywalker, or even Kylo, he's half Skywalker, it could be them dealing with him as well. So it's cool to have a main antagonist be able to go across 3 trilogies and always, like, be there in some form, always, like, fighting the good guys, which I think is amazing myself.
I mean, he could really corrupt, if you think about it, he could really corrupt Kylo Ren.
Right. And then,
like,
of course,
make him the ultimate evil like he did Darth Vader.
Yeah. And then everyone's all like, well, there's no Skywalkers left, so what's the rise of Skywalker? And once again, if you go to Kevin Smith's YouTube channel, he does like an analysis of the trailer, and he blew my mind with this in like a minute flat. He's like, what if The Last Jedi was like that religion or that way of living, that order going away? Rey forms a new order called Skywalker. Because Luke was like the ultimate Jedi. Everyone lives based off of what he did to preserve the good of the universe. That balance. Because he even talks about how you can't be evil and you can't be good. You have to find that balance in the middle.
Wait.
And the Jedi never did. The Jedi always went completely good. And the Sith always went completely bad. And he said there has to be a balance, which is why the Jedi can't survive. So what if they base a whole new order off of Skywalker and live the way he did to protect the universe? So and hence Rise of Skywalker.
Hey, you might be onto something.
Oh, I know Kevin Smith said that, and I was just like,
you might be onto something.
And of course, everyone wants to crap on it, be like, "Oh, it's the dumbest thing ever." Like, you can have your hate, that's cool. Just don't give it my way, all right? You're not gonna deter me from enjoying this movie when it comes out. Better yet, me and you go watch it together, dude.
Exactly.
I would gladly go watch some Star Wars with you, man. Comes out in what, December?
Yeah.
I have some free time. Christmas. You have some free time? We'll go watch it. I'll bring a freaking lightsaber, but it'll probably get confiscated because I think I'm going to try to beat someone with it.
You better not compensate.
On the down low, I mean, no one could hear us because we're not recording or nothing. But I freaking love Kylo.
Really?
That's just like my dude, because the fact that he's like not unhinged per se, but he doesn't know how to keep his emotions intact. I love that. He just like lashes out when he's pissed. He like beats up something, or he throws his stuff, or he breaks something. You know what I mean?
That was kind of funny. Like when he took this lightsaber, he's just like swinging it all over the council.
The stormtroopers just walk back out.
Yeah, they just walk out. They're like,
but that's cool because that makes him even more human. Like he can't keep it under control because he's pissed.
Think about it though. You think about it. He's struggling with both light and the dark side.
And not to
He's
mention,
being
like,
tempted by both.
I even love the fact, like, some people didn't even notice this, and I pointed out to at least one of my friends. Even his lightsaber is like unhinged. It's not like got the nice
Oh,
hue glow around it. It's like
yeah,
flaring out. It's like,
yeah. It's kind of like unstable.
yeah, just like he is,
Yeah,
which I thought was freaking
dude, I never
amazing.
thought about that. I never thought about that.
Not to mention in the trailer, he freaking like rock bombs someone with that sucker.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
He like
amazing.
straight picks up a dude and just
Holy
slams
shoot!
him. I was like, yeah.
Rock bottom him.
Oh, and to jump back over the gaming real quick, you got the Fallen Order
Yeah, I
Jedi
seen that.
game
What's that
coming
all
out.
about?
Well, it takes place after Order 66. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know that's in
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith, where Palpatine took out
execute.
all of the Jedi. And you're a Jedi that, or a Padawan that got away, and you're trying to keep your stuff a secret so you don't get killed. And you're
Hmm.
working on scavenging Star Destroyers and taking the parts to go like use them on other stuff. And the guy you're working with falls, and out of instinct, you use your force to stop him. And a droid that's watching over you catches you doing it and turns you into the Empire, and now you're on the run. And you're trying to like become a Jedi because you don't want to hide no more, but you don't want to stand out either because you're gonna get killed at every turn. And it's a third person. There's no multiplayer. They're saying there's no microtransactions and there won't be no loot boxes or anything like that. It's a complete single player story driven experience. But EA, you burned us like 14 million times. I won't believe you until I play it, but by God, I will play this game.
Yeah, it looks like it could be interesting.
Yeah. And the main guy, he plays on Shameless, and he plays their version of Joker on Gotham.
Ooh.
But it is quite hilarious. It's someone made this reference, and I love it. For some reason, there's two guys. Mark Hamill plays a Jedi, and he plays a Joker in all the animated series of Batman. This guy plays a Jedi and plays Joker in Gotham.
Wait, what?
So you have two different actors that played a Jedi and the Joker.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, what kind of stat is that to have on your resume? Oh wait, you're a Jedi and a Joker? Yeah, I'm like Mark Hamill Part 2. Which is just amazing.
Oh my gosh.
But that about wraps everything up on topic stuff. You got anything to say in closing there, B, before we cut this off for the day?
Uh, Pretty much everything was pretty straight to the point there. Just, hope everybody has a great day. Great
Do
time talking here, as always.
you have anything you want to promote? You got a Twitter or anything like that you want to throw out there?
What is my Twitter?
I'm pretty sure it's Mumblebee.
uh,
Mumblebee.
I think it's X Mumblebee, yeah.
Don't
Yep.
forget X, guys.
Yep.
If you can't
Yeah,
find
don't
them, you
forget
can come
that.
to our Twitter, which is
Yeah.
at WE_entertain. We're obviously friends with B on there. You can find us there.
Yeah,
You
I believe it is X
can,
Mumblebee.
yeah, I think yeah, X on everything. Because he's that cool guy
Yeah.
from the '90s. We put X on everything,
Ah,
like
yes.
extreme, X
Yeah, I think most of
skating,
them. I think,
X poop.
yeah, it is at X Mumblebee.
Okay,
So yeah,
and then
it'll say Mumblebee. Yeah.
then you can find us as well on YouTube at Whatever Entertainment. Please come watch those Final Fantasy videos. I'm doing them 5 days a week now. I got
Whoop.
some more stuff planned that I might be doing 2 different games at the same time. Might be doing one game on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and doing another one on Tuesday and Thursday. That way, if you guys don't want to see an RPG game, you might have something else that you'd look forward to watching. But please like, comment, subscribe, love it, hate it, whatever. Just leave some kind of, something there for us. You can find us on Twitch. I'm not doing Twitch so much right now because I want to focus on our YouTube channel. And like I've always said, my internet sucks, but I'm able to record easier because you don't have to have internet to record. So I can play way more games and stuff and play it for longer and get more out of it by recording it and then uploading to YouTube than I can shooting from the hip and hoping that the internet don't go out when I'm trying to stream.
Yeah,
Now,
that's something.
B here has access to our Twitch now, and Nick has access to it. So whenever them guys want to jump on, just be sure to keep an eye on our Twitter feed, and
Yeah.
they should drop a
Gotta get
a
back
heads
into
up.
that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've uh, streamed, but I need
Yeah,
to
it's
get back
cool.
into
Yeah.
that.
And then
Good times, man. I wish I had good times.
but that's at whatever underscore entertainment for our Twitch. If you want to find our previous podcast and future podcasts, you go to soundcloud.com/chatting about whatever. We're trying to spread to other platforms. It's kind of hard with the RSS feed and whatnot, but I've been working on it, so please be patient. We have an Instagram, but I don't understand Instagram so much, and our brand manager Jenna created that. I'm pretty sure it's
Yes.
just called whatever entertainment. So if you guys want to jump on there and look for it there, cool. I put a poll up on Twitter if we should or should not have a Facebook page. Because me
Hey,
personally,
why not?
I got rid of my Facebook like over a year ago. It's just so toxic and everyone is just posting the dumbest crap ever. I felt like it was a waste. But I mean, if anyone else
Yeah,
has a
it
Facebook,
can
hey,
be.
that's you. It's cool. But if we do make this Facebook page, its purpose is just for our brand, or whatever entertainment brand. We're not there to talk about like a personal lives per se, or
Yeah.
on topics that don't pertain to like what we're doing. So please don't. If we do make this, don't come in here and start problems over dumbest things ever. Keep it
Yeah.
nice. Keep it to what our brand is about, please. And we have a Discord. If you want to join our Discord, please throw us a DM on Twitter, and we'll give you the link to join the group. Uh, we're not a large group yet, but we're definitely a close family-like group. We
Oh
talk
yes.
every day. We have great conversations. We pick on each other, but we keep it nice for the most part.
Yes, we do.
We all pick on Mumblebee,
Oh yeah.
nobody else, just him.
Just mainly me.
But
That's how you know you're loved.
that's me pimping all the stuff out there or what have you.
Yep.
But
Well,
B, it's been great, man. Thank you once
that's
again for coming
hey,
on.
not a problem. Anytime, man.
But
Yep.
this has been just
It's been
Steve. That's Mumblebee, and we'll catch you
yep.
guys later. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace.